Good morning, Kasa, and good morning, everybody. Let me start on Facebook also, then I'll say good morning once again. So, good morning and a very, very warm welcome to all of you to Empowering Morning Conversations number 272. And let's take this journey forward. But before we do that, I want to give a small introduction for people who have not been to Empowering Morning Conversations or those who might be watching us live on Facebook. And many of them must be wondering, "Okay, what is it that we come here and do every morning?" So definitely we are here to make ourselves empowered and beat the negativity that surrounds us and eventually, be a version of ourselves, get out of our default mode and get into a create mode. That's the top of it. And here is the purpose which I borrowed from Access Consciousness because I'm an Access Consciousness facilitator. And we say, all of life comes to me with joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. And please note, all of life. So when I stop judging life, then all of life can come to me with ease, joy, and glory. And when I do that, every experience will allow me to become a better version of ourselves. So what do we do here every morning? What do we do here every morning? So what we do here is we try and shift ourselves from survival to creation mode. Okay. So what is the survival mode? Let's ask Kunen to tell you. Kunen, tell them what is the survival mode?
Survival mode is nothing but to live our life with the mindset of complaining, blaming, and finding the reasons to be unhappy. And always living a life based on the past memories and the future worries without any being present in the present. Back to you, sir.
And this is the mode in which we are reacting all the time. We are judging all the time. And because of that, resisting most of the time. So the more you resist something, the more you're in control of it. So the more we do this, the more we get stuck in our default mode. And there's nothing much you can create. In this default mode, you have a lot of wishes, but you are not able to convert them into desires or even fulfill them. You're so busy just fighting with the circumstances. The next purpose of this is to dissipate all the negativity that we pick up all the time from other people and from circumstances. As you know, all around us, we are being bombarded by negativity from the media, from what people say, and every conversation seems to be only about, oh, Omicron and all such things. All right. So that doesn't inspire us. It only makes us be more subdued. So we lose our enthusiasm, we lose our joy, we lose our zest for living. So we want to dissipate that. Okay. We want to become possibility seekers rather than complainers. So like Kunen Saab was saying to you a few minutes ago, we are in the default mode, blaming, complaining, cribbing, crying, right? Resisting. So what's something better than that is to always look for possibilities in every situation. So once we are very clear that every situation has some hidden possibilities which we may not be seeing at that moment. right? So if you believe that there is something in it for me, at this moment, I don't know what it is. But if I believe that there is something in it for me, I will discover it. Also, the purpose is to increase our focus and energy. So we do exercises which increases our energy, inspiration, enthusiasm, motivation, all that. And we do exercises to bring our attention in our control. So when our attention is in our control, we can keep it where we want to focus it. We can keep it to fulfill our intentions. Okay. So when you have an intention, you can put your energy there, you can put your attention there, and your focus obviously will be there, and it'll become easier for you to work towards it. So this is what we do every morning. And today is another morning. And yesterday, I believe you had a wonderful session on an extension of the habit session, which we did day before yesterday. So one of the sensible things to do is keep identifying habits which will either take us forward. You know, habits taking forward means what? Taking us towards our objectives. So we can form habits aligned with our objectives, aligned with our desires. Okay. So whenever I ask you, what is it that I will add to my life today that will allow me to create a future that I desire? So what is it that I can add to my life today? Think about that. I say, what are you going to add to your life that will allow you to create a future that you desire? Then the question which will come up naturally is, okay, what is it that I can add? I might be clear about the future that I desire. Many people are not. A lot of people are very clear about what they don't desire. In all my 35 odd years of training, coaching, and healing, I come across more people who will tell me what they don't desire. You know, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this, I don't want that, this should not be happening, that should not be happening. And when I ask them, hello, tell me what is it that should be happening? They say, I'll have to think about that. Wow. So, you know, when you ask this question, even if you're not clear about the future that you desire, let us assume that you are not clear about the future that you desire. Now, I've met a lot of people who are not clear about the future that they desire. So I ask them, why is it that you don't know? Sir, we don't want to think about it. I said, why don't you want to think about it? Because, sir, if we think about it, then we will want it. And if it does not happen, we will feel disappointed. So I will live my life like Ke Sara Sara, whatever will be, will be. The future is not ours to see. So if I don't wish for any future, I will accept any future that comes. Now here's a paradox. If you actually believe that you don't want to wish for a future and you are going to accept any future that it comes, then why would you spend time in blaming and complaining about what is happening? That's a question. A lot of people say, कि जो होएगा देखा जाएगा, whatever happens we will see. I have no control on the future, so why should I desire? I hear many people saying that. Then I ask them, if you have no control about the future that you desire and anything is all right for you, then why is it that you keep on complaining about whatever is happening to you now? But jo mila hai, le lo na. If you don't have a desire, then what you are getting, it should be easy for you to accept it. And if you do, you may discover the gifts that are available to you. So today I thought, let us acknowledge a few things in our life, okay? So we have a lot of rich experience here. So we have on the one side, our good friend, what's his name? Where is he? Sagar Acharya. Sagar is there? I thought I saw him walk in.
Yeah, he's here, sir.
Yeah, so we have Sagar Acharya. Sagar, how old are you?
Sir, I am now 24 years old.
Okay, so I am assuming that you are the youngest of the pack. And I wonder who's the oldest of this lot. So Hasina ji, how old are you? So we have Kuldeep ji also, who has just joined us. So let us say, yes,
I am
Hasina,
82.
you're 22, all right.
So 82.
Okay, 82. So we've got a wide spectrum of experience available over here, right? From 24 to 82, right? Every age group is there. But you know what? All of you, in whatever number of years you have experienced things in your life. Am I right? So we have experienced good things and we have experienced things which we hated, you know? And at that time we were crying, "Okay, why is this happening to me? And why is this happening? It should not be happening." Rama, good morning. So am I right in assuming that we've all had things in our life which we did not like at all? Kuldeep ji, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So in all our years, we've all had experiences which we like and experiences which we don't like. So today, I'm inviting each one of you to look back at some of those most horrible experiences of your life and tell me today, do you see what benefit it gave to you and at how it has helped you to be the wonderful person that you are? If you could look back. Excuse me. So who would like to start? Some of the most horrible experiences we might have had. And I'll tell you why I'm asking you this. I always say every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves, which at that moment you may not realize it when it is happening to you, especially something negative that is happening to you. You may not like it because you're so busy judging it. But it happened. It's in the past now. If you look back and see whatever experiences came to you which you did not like, how have they contributed to you? Are you able to see the contribution that was there in it? So who would like to start?
Yeah, can I start, sir?
Yes, Kunan, you start.
Yeah, for me, sir, 3 years back when I was in Saudi Arabia, so suddenly my company said that you have to leave this country and go to UAE. So that was, for me, was what? And I was not accepting this. And I told myself that this is not good experience. This is, I was not looking for, this is whatsoever is happening is not good for me. And I resisted, but I had no option to accept the instruction from the HR and shift to UAE. But now, when I look back and see if that would not have happened, my life would have been more challenging, more difficult, and I would not have been happier. So that at that moment, it was a bit negative. I was resisting and I was thinking of why it is happening to me. But now, when I look back and see that, I say, oh, thank you. Thanks that it happened with me. Thank you, sir. Back to you.
Yeah, but a little bit more I want you to add. Kunan, could you see how it benefited you? See, you are happier, that's fine. But any particular, impact it had on you as a person?
Yeah, when I came to this place, new place, interaction with new people, and even the interaction with you happened because when I was not there in that country, and so many new things, new opportunities, new possibilities, not only for me, for my wife, for the children, back home, for my family. So many things happened in a different way, which would not have happened had I been in that place earlier.
Great. So new opportunities opened up for you.
Yes, sir.
Great. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing it. Next, we will have Suchitra. After Suchitra, we will have Khasa. Then we will have Shakti in that order. Yeah, go ahead, Suchitra. Please unmute.
Sir, good morning.
Morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, sir. So basically, I've been like in hibernation, sir, for uh, um, over 25 years. Like lived an underground streak. Lived underground, so to say, without knowing who I really am. So all the setbacks that I suffered that have really put me on the spiritual path, sir. So it's not some flimsy route that I'm walking. So it has really put me in touch with the spiritual dimension that I'm interested about. And so if all the noise, like I'm able to cut through the noise surrounding me and listen to the silence or the truth of what I am, but it's work in progress. So that's what I feel, sir, that but for these major jolts and setbacks, I would just be a very normal person. So these brought forth something very powerful.
So what you're saying in many words is you are now a better version of yourself?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yes, Kasa. And then we will have our friend Shakti to give us some Shakti.
So at times we desire something in life, but it doesn't come the way we want it. It comes in a disguise through a negative thought, through
Give
something
us,
that
Kasa ji, give us some practical example of something negative that happened. And now when you look back, you can see the benefit of it, how it contributed to you.
no, so, whatever challenges comes in our way, it is taking us a step closer to our desire, but not the way we want. It comes in its own style and thing.
Yeah, so can you give some practical example from your life, my dear? I mean, that's a very good point that you made.
So this has been my observation in a lot of things, but I'm not. I couldn't find out one particular instance, and
Just talk about one, na? Anyone. So some
I'll
years
come back.
back, you had a very strong attachment and all that. So something happened. So what is the benefit you got out of that?
Sorry, sir.
I said you had a strong setback, no? Couple of months ago, in the month of March.
Yes, sir.
So how has that contributed to you now that you look back?
It's been a wonderful learning curve, sir.
I know what you learned here. I mean, you must have learned 100 things out of it, right? You just say one or two things that you learned. Whenever you remember it, you can tell us. Okay. So what is Kasa is saying is sometimes the learning comes or the benefit comes not in the way that we were desiring. It comes in some other way, but the definite benefit comes. Am I right, Kasa? Have I understood what you were saying?
Exactly, sir. Exactly, sir.
Great. Thank you very much. Then we will have Shakti. After that, we'll have Abhinav. Abhinav, you're looking good, yeah? Oh, go ahead, Shakti.
Yes, sir. For me, it happened a few years back, sir. It's about my marriage. It didn't work out in the way I expect. A lot of things went so bad. And then I was in the blaming mode, judging mode. I tried to fix it, whatever the knowledge I had at the time. I tried to fix it, but it didn't work out. Few years, almost 5 years, I was in that. I was struggling to fix that and all those things, whatever I go through. In Hong Kong, at that time, I had a plan to go back to India and then to Bangalore to do my job. Then it's like a survival mode in Hong Kong. But now I'm happily living in Hong Kong. It's my own. Then it came to me that how strong I am, how I can go through easily all those stuff. This all things I learned because of that experience. Now I can handle anything.
Makes you a stronger version of yourself, right?
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing it. Yes, Abhinav ji. First
Yeah,
of all, I must say you're
so
looking good. Only your smile is missing. Otherwise, you're all
thank
right.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So after I got married, my I have been somebody who has always been very fond of kids, and I'm so fond of kids that right now I'm 50 years old. But even kids who are 2 years younger to me, they still remember how much I was fond of them with well, like they were 4 year old and I was 6 years old. So they're still so that love is still, so that much I'm fond of kids. So my wife got pregnant, and after that the child just died inside the womb. Then it had to be taken out. Then again my wife got pregnant. Again the child died inside the womb. Then third time, then fourth time, the fifth time. So it was very. I used to cry a lot. कि हो क्या रहा है? मतलब why I can't have my own kids? And then of course we did सब कुछ किया. सारे भगवानों के पास गए, सारे डॉक्टर्स के पास गए, and finally we had our daughter. So now looking back, I still remember crying, and sometimes I still cry when I think of those moments. So what good has happened is that now I have my daughter. But ये नहीं होती ना.
Yeah, at the same
तो
time,
कोई और बच्चा होता.
definitely.
So yeah, so I have my daughter in my life. So that is the biggest happiness of my life.
No, that's the end result. But I'm saying that all the trials that, difficulties that you went through,
Yeah,
what has it contributed to you? वो तो बाद में जो फल मिला, you're talking about it.
yeah.
But वो जो suffering से आप गुजरे हो, उसने आपको क्या सिखाया?
हाँ. पता नहीं.
हाँ, वो देखो, this is what we have to now learn to recognize कि no experience is sent without purpose. Okay, so it has definitely made you a different Abhinav, whatever has happened.
Yes.
उसमें कुछ ना कुछ
Yes.
सीख होती है, even though you might not be remembering it right now. So this is what we are training ourselves to do. हम अपने आप को train कर रहे
Okay.
हैं that whenever a
Correct.
nasty or bad situation is happening, we should be able to see कि भाई ये इसमें से मुझे क्या मिल रहा है.
Yeah.
You see, what we say, we are always looking for something nice, जिसको हम nice बोलते हैं. तो हमको लगता है हमको कुछ मिल रहा है. I am talking about something not nice happening also. उसमें से मुझे क्या मिल रहा है?
Yeah.
See, one is a very logical thing I can say कि भैया, if you've gone through tough times, you've learned to deal with sadness. You are
Yes.
able to overcome that. तुमने
Yes.
उस स्थिति को अपने आप को टूटने नहीं दिया.
Yes.
तो ये तो सीख ही लिया ना कि भाई बड़ी से बड़ी परिस्थिति मुझे तोड़ नहीं सकती है.
Correct. ये बड़ी से बड़ी परिस्थिति मुझे तोड़ नहीं सकती, और मेरे अंदर का जो प्यार है वो बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ गया for others.
Exactly. So compassion भी बढ़ गया, प्यार भी बढ़ गया. Your strength to deal with tough situation has improved.
Yes.
So when we are able to see that and remind ourselves of that, कभी-कभी क्या, when Eklavya was in his first job, and it's a very tough job and very demanding, 18 hours, 20 hours, sometimes boss would get angry with him. So he would get very निराश हो जाता था. So I said, Eklavya, how many difficult situations you have faced in your life? No?
Yeah.
When he was board exam, his mother got, So I said, if you have faced all those difficulties and overcome them, so ये क्या चीज है?
ये क्या चीज है? Correct.
So the moment I would tell him that, he would get off it because he would recognize कि हाँ मेरे अंदर strength है.
Correct.
See, a lot of times our circumstances have contributed and made us really a tougher and better version of ourselves, but we don't remember that sometimes.
Yeah. Yes.
But if you remember it, अभी जैसे 3-4-6 महीने पहले, whatever is happening to you, if you had remembered those older times and how tough they have made you, so you would have come out of it very fast. I have got the bloody takat to deal with it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So that's one of the reasons why I'm asking everybody, let's look at all the bad things that happened in our life and remember what we have learned out of it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
how it has made me a stronger, better, more compassionate, loving, whatever person that I am. Because if I remember that, then it gives me the strength to deal with any future that may come to me. Because I'm a firm believer in one thing, Abhinav, मेरा यकीन है इस बात पे कि whatever experiences has come to us till now, अभी तक जो कुछ भी हुआ है, whether it's good or not good, whatever it might be, it has only happened to prepare me for the future that is there in front of me. जो भविष्य आने वाला है, जिसका मुझे कोई अंदाजा भी नहीं है, I have no idea what future is going to come. All my past experiences has prepared me to face that future. So what it tells me at least is कि I can face anything. क्योंकि जब तक मैं until I'm ready to face the future which has been prepared for me, that future will not be given to me. See, wonderful future, whatever future is there planned for you. See, for example, a lot of people say, oh, I should become millionaire. Okay, then they win the lottery. And more than 90% of people who win the lotteries, they finish their money within 4 or 5 years. And they are back to zero. Why? Because they were not prepared to handle that kind of money. So providence, Kudrat, it's very smart. It first prepares you for whatever future lies ahead of you. वो आपके जो भविष्य आने वाला है उसकी तैयारी करवा रहा है. And the way it is doing it is by sending you through different types of situations, some of which you like, some of which you don't like. But one thing is there for sure, without any doubt. Every experience is there only to prepare you for the future that is there in your destiny. So thank you very much for sharing, Abhinav. So yes, Sujitra, please go ahead.
So I just had a small point to make, sir, that I had got into a space of mistrust regarding other human beings somehow, sir. But when you spoke with me very kindly, sir, it was not your tools or something, but it was just your kindness that I felt. And that was like a turning point for me, sir. So what I felt is that this increasing that mistrust, sir, which was like very tightly held, that made me also see that when genuine kindness was offered. So
the ability to recognize that.
yeah, genuine kindness, sir, that.
Okay, great. But how can anybody not be kind to you? I don't understand that.
So that's, I don't know, sir. That's just like I had, I mean, it's a bit complicated to explain my own thought processes and some kind of isolation and all that, sir. So not being able to break through some negative, which now it's no big deal, sir. Now I see that it's no big deal. Could
Yeah.
have taken.
You were waiting for your Anna from another mother to come along.
Right.
Okay, so who else? I want you to recall and recollect the difficult, tough, terrifying experiences that you might have had in your life and try to find out what is it that it has taught you, what it is that it has made you, how is it prepared you for the future that is going to be coming for you. So it's a very good practice to get in touch with the learnings that you got from all the tough situations. Now, many of us don't recall that because we were busy resisting those situations. But now the situations are over. You can think back and see what is it that you got out of it. And please share it when you want. Yes, Kuldeep ji.
Sir, in 97, I was posted in the Institute of Armament Technology in Pune. I am a specialist officer specialized in weapons. And this is an institute with a top institute having the MTech level courses for all the forces and the PSUs who are dealing with arms, high technical department. I was there for 5 years. Then I was told that I can go to a place on deputation which is non-technical. That is, they wanted to post me as head of NCC at Orissa. Everybody was there, was supposing that like, why do you want to say yes to a posting which is known as specialist? I say just whatever in my mind, let us, if God wants that way, please go there. I went there. Then I got absolutely new job. Nothing of my own background, many difficulties. But the exposure was very high. Army, Navy, Air Force, civilians, government, how the government works. I learned so much from there. And then some very good things happened, and my tenure, which was 2 years, was automatically extended to under 2 years. And after my retirement, CM had impaneled me in the higher education department at my home. So what I was seeing is a negative thing. Initially, had given me so much. And if I think now, if I had not gone there, I would have missed a great part of my life. I learned HR, I learned training, I learned development. I became a trainer only because I went to the job place. Initially it was difficult, but then I also learned that maybe things may be looking difficult, but we always have a power to overcome this if we have a right attitude and right initiative. That's what my learning. And that's what my learning of time. It was a wonderful thing to happen.
Thank you very much for sharing that with us. All right, so very warm welcome to Rekha Tandon. Rekha ji, welcome to this empowering morning conversations. And since you missed the beginning, you do not know what we are doing, but just be with us. And maybe you can watch the recording afterwards and get a better sense of what we do here every morning. But in a nutshell, the whole idea is to allow us to have a life that comes to us with ease, joy, and glory, get us out of the blaming mode, get us into the living mode, and give us the power to create our life the way we would like to. All right, so coming back to people sharing. So what about you, Rama? When you look back at all the difficult, tough, and horrible situations of your life, what has it given you and what has it prepared you for? So can you see the learnings that you got out of it?
Yes, sir. There are so many. So one of that is not looking at the people in a box manner as a role. For example, typically I'm used to looking at a person as a boss, as daughter, wife, father, that kind of thing. Instead of looking at the person as a human being, infinite human being, I really look at in a very narrow view. My biggest learning is that one because of my recent disaster, that people are really much more bigger, much more infinite. Don't look at only from the narrow point of view. That's the biggest learning. Second, by default, people are good. So even if they do some mistakes, if they are negative, I think they will all learn. So be in allowance for everything. So that is my second learning, but particularly that is more important for me because 2 teenage daughters, dealing with them, it requires that kind of clarity and understanding. Otherwise, it will be very tough. So I would say these are the 2 things. Of course, there are a lot more. I just recollected these 2.
You know, I can sum up all this in one sentence. It has all this tough situations in your life. You know, everything that you said, it leads you to be a very compassionate human being.
Yes.
So it's made you a compassionate human. This is something I realized about my life, that all the tough things that happened, I gave up my righteousness, I gave up my judgment, therefore becoming a more compassionate person. That I
Absolutely.
have compassion for every human being. I can now see them as the wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human beings that they are. That's what you actually said, in different
Yes.
words. So it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
You
Thank
are
you.
actually a very compassionate person. That's how your energy is. You know that? So
Thank you.
congratulations and thank you for being with us on this journey. Okay, Sagar.
Okay, so good morning, one and all. Just saw say that because of your experiences, all those experiences, bad, good, you became compassionate. It is so true that whenever the bad things happen to you, you feel that you feel other as yourself. Means there are other human beings also. You feel for other too when you are in a bad condition or when you feel when you feel bad. So my experience is that as a I think I always want to avoid the situation and just want to run away. I think I run away to so many spiritual so-called places and blaming my parents situation, blaming my father, blaming the environment around me. So I have to run. I used to think that I have to run, I have to stay in ashram. I stay in ashram, and there I have lots of bad experiences. And not only so many ashram, 1, 2, 3 ashram I stayed like 6 months, 1, 2 year and 6 months, like 3, 4 years I have stayed in ashram, thinking that my situation, my environment is not good. My father is not good, my mother is not good, my father is not good, mother is good, always good. I used to think that because of my circumstances, I am like this, so I have to go stay in ashram, do something, do that, do this, and I used to kind of blaming. So I learned many bad experiences over in the ashram, and I feel really compassion towards my father, my mother, my family. So now I think that if I could change from my family, if I can be good person within my family and through the family, then I can do something for the society and for the everybody. So this is what happened. I became more compassionate towards my father, mother. I really love my father. I used to have very bad relationship with my father. uh, Not that I'm now all are thinking that what kind of guy you don't like the father. I have very big story, but I accept the story of my father and everything. So this much I want to say. It makes me more compassionate and more allowance. And thank you, sir. I am in here EMC because of this also. All this happened. I am here in EMC. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay, who else? Look back at all the experiences that happened to you that you did not like, right? So how have they contributed to you? Now, if you look back at your life and you look back at those horrible situations, in what way have they contributed to your life and made you the person that you are and prepared you for the future that is going to come? So I'd like to hear from a couple of more people. So we have a lot of experience in this room.
Sir, I can say,
Yes, I was waiting for you to say.
sir, can I share?
Yes, yes.
There's too much noise of Bhajiwala around, but I don't know what to do.
Doesn't matter. You keep talking, no?
All right. Anyways, I had the worst time of my life was when my son lost his kidneys. When his kidneys failed. I had a hard time because he was on dialysis for so long. Then I donated my kidney. And when I was in the hospital, I never thought I would come out after donating. I thought that is the end of my life. I had no idea that I would be all right and I would be okay. After I was out of the hospital. I was at, of course, I had to stay in one room for a long time. And then whatever happened to my son, he had a very good life after that. And in between, again, after 7 years, his kidneys failed. And again, he was on dialysis. So at that point of time, I thought, why me? Then he got conniver kidney. Then I started saying that yes, now at least he's got life again to live. After all that happened, of course, after he died, I told myself that all these years that he lived, at least he could live so many years. And I was happy that I could spend my life so many more years with him than the time when his kidney failed for the first time. So I was very grateful to God for what life he gave me with him.
Yeah, but all this, whatever happened, what did you learn from it? And how did it change you? You know, what did you find out from it?
I believe that if you sacrifice, God gives you what you want.
Yeah, you also found out that you have the strength to make such a sacrifice.
Yes, I did.
You know, you can discover how tough you are.
Yes.
You know, you're not all that a weakling that you think you might be.
Correct.
And you see that everything that happened has prepared you for the future that lies ahead for you.
Correct.
Yeah, shaped you as a personality and everything.
Right, sir.
Thank you, Asina ji, for sharing that. Yes, Vilas.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to all. Looking back to my life, I came across so many difficulties, so many situations, definitely financials, relationship, career-wise, so many situations. So over a period of time, I learned whenever the bad things happen, that will bounce back me and become better version of myself. And that experience makes me more tough, more sincere, and down to earth. So that gravity of life, like from the schooling and college, I would say life should be happy, but that happiness is temporary. So I learned the way.
One second, Vilas. Rekha ji, I'll come to you next. Yeah, Vilas, carry on.
So I thought life should be perfect. When I got married, I thought, okay, life should be perfect. My wife should be like this and that. But over a period of time, I understood that, okay, the life is not the thing what we are thinking, but it throws the challenges. And I gone through so many. And as you rightly said, every time challenges came, it stops me and made me think, okay, I should be, thankful what I have, because and I have to understand other person's point of views also, and I have to be take the responsibility of the situation. So what I learned over a period of time, that challenges has to be there, and previous challenge.
What am I learning from this challenge? When the
Yeah.
is happening, being a question, what can I learn from this challenge?
Yeah, actually, this point is very profound, that we forgot whatever happened. No, we don't want to remember the bad memories, but the tough person, as well as definitely we can handle that situation at that tenacity, whether it is emotional melodrama or financial stuff. We become tough and handle that situation very well. So that's what the learning is.
Thank you. Okay, Rekha ji, please go ahead. Yeah, Rekha ji, you had raised your hand. You want to say something, please go ahead. Rekha ji, please speak. We are waiting for you to speak. Okay, in the meantime, Pooja, you can go ahead because Rekha is not speaking for some reason.
Good morning, all.
Morning.
So I've gone through one major accident in my life where doctors told me that she will not be able to walk, and it was just a simple. We thought that it's a muscle pull or something mooched like that, but it turned out to be very severe, and my whole ankle was really crushed. So I am really, then I met one doctor. He completely lost my confidence, and my mom and I was there, and we then met second doctor. He said that you have to be in plaster and we'll see. Third doctor really scolded me that I am so double masters and this and that, what stupidity we are doing and all that. But the divine blessings, and then I really search out other doctors. There was something inside me. I trusted that this is not going to happen, that I can walk. And I really met one doctor कि कोई बात नहीं, सर्जरी करना पड़ेगा, ये होगा वो होगा, and तुम एवरेस्ट चढ़ जाना, but wear a sports shoe. So I mean, मुझे 2-3 डॉक्टर्स के अपॉइंटमेंट थे मेरे हाथ में, and when I listened to this doctor, I said मुझे और कहीं जाना ही नहीं है. He is a doctor. He is going to do my surgery. And similar thing in my father. So my father got brain hemorrhage in 2007, and he got well. Then he slipped. Then something happened. He got hernia. I mean, 4 years. I mean, he was really started walking at really 3rd floor with stairs, and he was doing all the efforts, naturopathy, this, that, Ayurveda treatment, this treatment. And he was the only thing apart from office that he, but then again, he back to zero. Then something happened. The physiotherapist pushed him a little hard, and fracture happened. And then the surgery, we gone through that surgery, and then a little clotting that it will go to brain or heart. So it will create damage to, and then the slow exercise, and then back to zero. And I was with all my spiritual practices, whatever I gained from Ayurveda, naturopathy, this and that. And I mean, I was trying whatever Papa like it. And सबसे ज़्यादा Papa मुझे गुस्सा करते थे. I mean, it was very difficult for me, the person whom I love the most, he don't even want to see my face. And then I joined Landmark also. So there were so many things going on matrimony front, on family front, on this and that. So, and I make my family understood कि पापा को कोई ऐसे नहीं treat करेगा कि उनमें कोई कमी है या वो bedridden है या उनको sympathy, empathy. He is as good as, and he is very powerful, and nobody will speak like कि आप अपने जैसे उनको treat करो कि he can do anything. Right. So there was a lot of situation कि एक sign करने के लिए, because he was bedridden, so एक ATM बनवाने के लिए किसी भी चीज के लिए उनको trust नहीं होता था किसी पे भी. And I पापा एक वो करना है, इससे convenient होगा, आपका ये हो जाएगा. मतलब बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी होती थी कि I have to go to Haryana when there is a need, and we need to यदि उनकी pension से कुछ लेना है या कुछ. So there were so many things, so many up and downs, but the constant thing was love and the divine guidance and grace. In all my, be it office situation, be it, I was sitting outside of ICU and I was doing my office work. But before that, whatever needs to be done, because I cannot take leave all the time and say कि पापा का ये है वो है. So that make me very strong. And रिश्तेदारों को होता है कि जज कर सकते हैं कि पापा की सर्जरी चल रही है या पापा का ये चल रहा है और ये लैपटॉप खोल के बैठी है. So, but I knew what I'm doing. And जब मम्मा is so sensitive कि वो तो देख के बेहोश हो जाती है मेरी, या उनको मतलब blood नहीं देख सकती है कुछ नहीं. But God give me that strength. So when you are doing your responsibility with your heart, and divine send you all the angels to support you, not necessary. So that really always since my childhood, Bhagwan ji is my best friend. And he took different shapes at different time, in the shape of different people, different knowledge, maybe from books, maybe from YouTube, maybe from somewhere. And that make me more humble, kind, and I mean, grown my faith that whatever happens, I'm divine child. I am safe, secure, protected, guided, and divine is guiding me, and he is making me. And whatever the hardships I have gone through since my childhood, maybe divine is preparing me for something bigger. And I am really empath, and I pick the energy of all the people. And I don't know, in my relationship also, I was thinking that I am always giving, going out of the way. And I was always like thinking about whole world. And I was not able to focus on myself. So later on, I started loving myself and appreciating myself also, that I also need to take care of myself. So there are so many learnings and lessons, and life is beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing. That's why I say every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. Ashok ji, I believe you want to say something.
I think everyone has similar experiences. I would only say that I have gone through all, whatever everybody is saying, I've gone through in the last 78 years, I've gone through all those things. And I think it's a tightrope walking which we are learning. We want to walk straight on the rope. We know where we want to go. And every time we have fallen off the road, of the rope, we have learned something. Again, we climb back and get on the rope. And I'm doing that walking. Experiences, I think practically everybody is telling my story. Love of father, love of mother, love of children, love of one experience only I can, something different, but
yeah, basic idea is, Ashok ji, how those experiences has made us a better version of ourselves. So please do say.
Yes, exactly that version I want to tell.
Please.
When I joined my first job, joining date was 2nd of May, very hot, drain pipe, pants and tight shirts and everything, with pointed shoes, everything. And because I was picked up by a managing director while doing some work for somebody else, none of the staff liked me. So they decided, isko to kuch sikhana padega. So 5th day of my joining, they sent me to Jhabur Mines, a place 40 kilometers from Udaipur, where you can go only by meter gauge railway and only one train, otherwise nothing. And that's a mining town. So on the 10th of May or 11th of May, I was there. And Udaipur in those days used to cross nearly 50 degrees. But I was unaware of all that. They have sent me as a prison and something as a punishment. I was enjoying, chalo, bahut maja aayega, something very good. About 4 months I spent there. I could not start the equipment which I was supposed to start. Then an American person was brought from one more thing. Telephone calls could be made only at night from a railway station masters को उसका थोड़ा पैसा वगैरह देके उससे telephone करना. We had to telephone to my boss in Mumbai, and then they would take it further. If I write a letter, that was the only way. It would reach after not less than 20 days. So that was not the way to do the work. So that American expert was brought from while he was crossing Australia or something. He was brought to India. He was driven in Impala by the managing director to Jhabur. And that gentleman saw me working there. He said nothing. But after going back, he told me, I want this boy to come to America. The youngest person in the company on probation. He said, yeah, I want this gentleman to come to America to bring back the technology. And in November, I left India, brought flotation technology back to India. And believe me, everybody was angry before I went that ये तो probation पे, ये तो नौकरी छोड़ जाएगा, वो अमेरिका से वापस ही नहीं आएगा. Thousands of things were told. I came back, and at least there are 10 plants, Khetri, Rakha, Dariba, Agnikundala, you name it. and those have been done by me at that young age. The punishment, otherwise we can say the punishment which was given to me by the others, which I really did not realize that it is a punishment to me.
It turned out to be a reward.
Yeah, yes, I was experiencing that. क्या मजा आएगा उधर, बहुत मजा आएगा ये वगैरह. I was drinking tea made of camel milk,
अरे वाह.
omelette made of क्या बोलते हैं उसको, more, peacock.
Really? Oh,
Peacock,
that's something I've never had.
omelette of peacock eggs. So all that type was being given, and I was eating. क्या मजा आता है? Okay, chai, camel milk का chai. क्या? I am something great. Going after 10 years, I realized when a senior told me, "अरे बुद्धू तुझे समझ में नहीं आया तो तुमको punishment में भेजा था." But yes, it did really change. It gave me the opening. What kind of life they are facing? What kind of life in Mumbai with flying airplane we are doing it, and it made me compassionate at all levels. All levels, it made me compassionate. I started realizing and respecting every work, including chai wala, doodh wala, even cart puller. Now that was the time I realized he is putting it much more physical work than me, and I'm getting paid 1,000 times more than him. Why? Can his life not be better than only pulling cards? But it really changed me. It really changed me.
Yeah.
That one experience, and looking back at that experience, if you have a film, I can visualize everything that was happening, what I did, and how I am benefited. Thank you, sir. But it is this open forum where we are able to talk openly, frankly, and honestly with everybody. Really has made us into a family, and I will be interested to become a life member of this group.
You are a life member.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is why I always say every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself.
Oh, yes, sure. When are you meeting us in Mumbai? 12th.
परसों आ रहा हूं मैं.
Our,
14th or something like that.
I will just half a minute. In our building, from 29th onward, every day the cases were reported. As much as 22 cases. The building was sealed by the municipal corporation. But in our family, none of us have lost our patience. None of us have lost our morality or anything, not even the mood. We are same as is. From where did we get that strength? It is amazing that strength has come from this kind of lectures and friends. That okay, ठीक है, ये भी है ना, चलो उसको भी देख लेते क्या है. Better that I got it today than tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And that everybody in the family also said, अच्छा हुआ अभी हो गए, 6 महीने के बाद आता तो 6 महीने हम टेंशन में रहते. अभी अपने को मालूम हो गया क्या क्या हो सकता है. अभी सब कुछ पता लगा है. Good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ashok ji. And before we close our wonderful session, just remember every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves.
Yes.
You've heard a lot of experiences of a lot of people.
Reddy Garu.
In future, when it comes, I know I will call him. In future, when it comes, whenever it comes, instead of wasting your time judging it, you may want to look for the learning and the benefits that are there in every situation that comes to us. Yes, Reddy Garu, you want to say something? Reddy Garu.
No, sir. I just want to appreciate Ashokji's experiences at the age.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for that. All right. So, Kunain ji and Kuldeep ji, we will end with your share. Who wants to go first? Elders first, we believe here.
मैं कुलदीप सर को दावत सुखन देता हूं कि वो हम सबों के लिए एक शेर पेश करें.
सर, एक शेर है interpersonal relationship के ऊपर कि बात करने से ही बात बनती है, बात करने से ही बात बनती है, बात न करो तो बातें बन जाती।
Yeah, true.
बहुत खूब।
You can put that, send it to me along with the translation, Kuldeep ji. I'll put it on the group.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes, Kunen.
जी सर, अर्ज क्या है कि हवा खिलाफ थी लेकिन चिराग भी खूब जला। हवा खिलाफ थी लेकिन चिराग भी खूब जला, खुदा भी अपने होने का क्या क्या सबूत देता है।
Oh,
So this is my today's takeaway with the experiences.
sure.
हवा खिलाफ थी लेकिन चिराग भी खूब जला. The way Ashok sir explained, हवा खराब थी, खिलाफ थी, everything were against, but चिराग भी खूब जला.
खूब जला.
खुदा भी अपने होने का क्या क्या सबूत देता है.
Yes.
Kya
True,
baat.
true,
Thank you
true,
so much.
true.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fitting end to this session. And remember, every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. So you can hear it from the experiences of so many people. Look into your experiences. You will find it is the same. So don't stray away from anything. So God bless you. Thank you very much for being there every morning. Invite your friends. Let them become a part of the family. Let them also benefit from what we have to do here. So bye-bye. See you tomorrow morning
Bye-bye.
for another session of Empowering Morning Conversations.
Thank you. God
Thank you.
bless
Bye.
everyone.
Stay safe and stay blessed all.
Thank you. Bye.
Everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye.